Kobe wife pregnant and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on. Actually, no the fuck she not. And when you got kids by a motherfucker like Kobe Bryant, you ain't never supposed to disgrace his legacy. See, this be y'all problem. Y'all think she on the same scale as y'all when she not. You gotta understand, you got pregnant by a regular person in the hood who got smoked by trying to rob the wrong person. Not her. She got pregnant by the Black Mamba. She's supposed to die a legend, just like him. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have access to no more funds or my estate. Tell your new dude to pay for your lifestyle. Kobe wife.
So I found the story hilarious. I seen this earlier today. So it was a rumor going around, which is allegedly not true, that Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, is pregnant. You know, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. You had men feeling some type of way. You had some woman kind of defending her, saying like, you know, she should be able to move on and all of that. And, you know, she later came out, she denied it. So the rumor basically was she's pregnant and she got some 27-year-old boyfriend. And I can see why it rubbed a lot of men the wrong way. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way at first, right? And I had to think about it like, you know, a lot of our like great black people that we hold up and revere, when it comes to their wives, we don't really hear about what happens after they die, or like we just kind of hear them kind of upholding that person's legacy, right, to the best of their ability. When it comes to like the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings and all that, we usually don't really hear many bad things about their wives or hearing about them getting bust down. But at the end of the day, they all probably did get bust down at one point or another. At the end of the day, they're women. They got needs. Of course, they take the time to grieve and all that. Even when it comes to like Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London, we cannot not expect these women to be women, right? But I feel like the main reason it feels kind of wrong is, especially when it comes to Kobe, because a lot of us feel like that's our guy. Like when it comes to our real actual homies in real life, a lot of times we're not gonna mess with our homies' exes, especially in adulthood. You know, we back in high school, we kind of passing around the woman and stuff like that. But when you get into adulthood, it just kind of seems wrong to mess with your homies' exes, especially after they have passed away. That's something that you definitely shouldn't do, right? Or at least definitely shouldn't like look for it. Like maybe if y'all the last two on earth and it just happens to happen, that's one thing, right? But usually that's not the situation. Usually when it's our homie, when it's our guy, we not messing with their ex. And I feel like that's what a lot of men feel about Kobe. You know, he's just highly respected for his work ethic, you know, the championships, the everything he did throughout his life, how he moved, him as a family man, raising his daughters and all that stuff. People just really respected Kobe. A lot of people grew up on Kobe. So hearing that she's with like a 27-year-old guy, mind you, I'm 28 years old. So that just kind of sounds crazy to me, because when I was a child, I'm playing a video game playing as Kobe. So I can only expect a 27-year-old to be doing the same thing. But at the end of the day, like I said, she's a woman. And we got to respect that she's like early 40s, I think, you know, so if she wants to get bust down, she should do what all she wants, right? I would say, you know, make sure it's a guy that's probably not like a super Kobe fan, because that's just kind of weird. But beyond that, you know, we got to let these women do what they want to do. Like I said, she did later come out and deny the rumors. Okay, so she posted this meme right here, this Rihanna meme, me protecting my peace, not pregnant and having fun all summer. So, you know, she definitely just wanted to dispel the rumors. I don't know who came up with it. Maybe, I guess they saying she look a little pregnant, but to me, you know, she 43, she a mom, she been grieving, you know, she won't pack on a few pounds, man. She already done had 4 kids. Do I think she's looking to have more? Nah, if it happens, it happens. You know, we don't really see many 40-plus-year-old women just having babies like that. So, you know, I feel like people kind of blowing it out of proportion. You know, this dude, he gonna have his opinion. And like I said, it's like, I understand it, because we feel like Kobe's our guy. But at the end of the day, when it comes to any woman in this world, we gotta let them do them. If they're a widow, you know, we gotta let them get bust down. That's just what it is. And as far as like what Kobe is probably would say if he could say anything. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna just expect your wife to hold you down like that. Guys go to jail and be expecting their girl to hold them down, but at the end of the day, if you're not around physically, it's gonna be really hard for a woman. I say a woman will last a lot longer than a guy. We see guys, if their girl go to jail, she better get out within 24 hours. He gonna be sliding in somebody DM, and if that girl pass away, he gonna probably take a little bit more time than that. But usually men, we kind of are able to move on a little bit faster. I think it's just our less emotional nature. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have no problem if she was pregnant, if she wasn't. Who really gives a fuck? At the end of the day, it's not a mama baby. It's not a mama baby, so it do hit different. But that's what she want to do, man. We gotta let these women get bust down. Would I be checking for her, looking for her? Nah, because like I said, it just feel wrong to me. But it's probably guys out there, that don't know who Kobe was, or don't really care for basketball or stuff like that. She's probably interested in. At the end of the day, like I say, she got needs. Her children growing up. Women need men around, man. Women need men around. So I think that people should stop really kind of blowing this out of proportion, and because she gets a lot of scrutiny already as far as just being her race and being in control of Kobe's estate. A lot of people don't like that when it comes to like the Dr. Umars of the world. So they probably see stuff like this and like, see, she taking the black money and giving it to the white community or whatever. Like, a lot of people look at stuff like that also. So like at the end of the day, everybody gonna have their opinion. She's a public figure. It is what it is. But like I said, I don't think Kobe would be tripping me if I passed. Or I would want my woman to eventually move on, like maybe not the first year, maybe like, what I'm saying, have a little bit more respect, or even if it is that soon, keep it behind closed doors for a while, what I'm saying, make it look like I did choose a good woman, which it's been years now since Kobe died. I definitely remember where I was in like 2020. It was either end of 2019 or like early 2020. I think it was 2020 when Kobe died. I just remember getting off work and being probably like seeing it on the way home, and then like shedding a few tears for the mama for sure. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about it, and if you remember where you was when Kobe died, drop that story down in the comments below too. That's all I got for this one though, man. As always, love y'all. I'm out.